What's up, guys? We're here. Welcome back to the channel. So we're in the PTR day 2. Today with this video, we are going to be talking about the brand new endgame edition, the Tower. Okay, the Tower is going to be a new endgame mechanic, which you can access right along here with the pit at the Artificer's Obelisk. Okay, for the purposes of the PTR, we do only have 20 tiers of the Tower, which is just slightly above Torment 1. And I'm pretty sure it does not go into Torment 2. Same thing with the pit if you want to keep running the pit. But we do have access to the tower up to tier 20. Now, in order to access the tower originally going into season 11, you'll have to complete, I think, a certain level of the pit, which will unlock the tower. And then once the tower's unlocked, then you could just start farming it through and through and through. So for today's video, we're just going to go ahead and run the max tower. And I'm just going to talk about basically how it works and some of the strategies that you guys could probably come up with as you're navigating through these towers or these tower runs. And then all of the different shrines that you're going to be able to do and use, and just basically how it's going to go. Now, you guys are going to see the most broken build in the game. Dance of Knives Rogue is just absolutely insane. It's going to get nerfed. It's already been reported by a gajillion people. So if you are playing the PTR, have fun with the build because it probably won't be viable when the season releases at all. So it'll probably just be a leveling build with Dance of Knives. So, but just enjoy the footage here. So we're going to go ahead and rock tier 20. Now, the purpose of the tower is because we're going to clear it pretty fast, but the tower is, for lack of a better understanding, is Diablo 3's Greater Rifts. Okay, if you guys ever played Diablo 3's Greater Rifts, it is exactly that. We're going to run this. We have a timer. The timer is set to 10 minutes as opposed to 15 minutes from Diablo 3. And we got to complete the run before the timer expires. Okay. When you kill elites, they're going to drop these orbs that are going to add a timer or add additional time, which is similar to the small clocks that drop in Diablo 3, which is going to speed up your timer. And then once we fill up the timer, guys, we're going to have a boss spawn. So I'm going to kind of run around. I'm going to kill these monsters, and you're going to see I'm going to try to find all of the shrines for you just so you guys can see. Now, when you first spawn in here, you have this little, I don't know what you want to call this little aura. And because I haven't moved yet, the timer doesn't start. So I have to exit the circle for it to begin. So let's just go ahead and roll. Now the timer begins. I have 10 minutes to slay enemies and to summon the Tower Guardian. So what I want you guys to notice is it drops these orbs, which adds time, right? And then one change that I do enjoy is the change to some of the like elites. Like it shows that they're a different color, which is pretty cool. But you pretty much see how the elites are all yellow. Now, all of these elites have modifiers, okay? So all of the elites have modifiers, which is going to change how strong certain monsters are, right? And we're just going to... So here goes the first pylon. We got our first pylon of power here. So we got plenty of time, guys, so I'm just going to try to explain this. In each run, you're going to have 4 pillars that spawn. There is 5 floors that you can access, so if you're playing a build that's super, super fast, and you're just kind of moving along, you know, through the map, and you miss a bunch of spots, and you find the next floor, totally okay, just go through it. It's much better to have 5 floors than it is with 2 floors like it is in the pit. So you will be able to finish the run absolutely no problem, even if you skip certain floors. Just keep in mind that we get 4 pillars, and they should all spawn early. So that last pillar that spawns, the 4th one, I'm not sure when it spawns, what floor it spawns on, but you should get pillars pretty early, okay? So you get 4 of them, and all of these are going to be used to kind of like tactically try to like use them in a way that's going to help you kind of push through these. Now, the reason I say tactically is because, you know, in the early levels of the tower, the pillars probably aren't going to matter, right? Like, they're just probably not going to matter because you're going to be too strong. Or maybe, like, once you have your build online, these really aren't going to matter, I don't think. This is just my opinion. But once you're kind of pushing the higher tower tiers, where, like, monsters are going to be more difficult because the monsters are going to scale just like they do in the pit, that, you know, these pylons are actually going to matter because that's exactly how it works in the greater rifts in Diablo 3. However, because the devs said in the dev live stream that you're not going to be able to kind of hop into the tower, see the layout and the monster type, and then leave and start a new one, like, we're not going to be able to kind of, like, farm for that, like, perfect monster setup or tile floor setup for our build. So we're not going to really be able to do that. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to form, like, strategies on, oh, well, on floor 2, I'm going to take Pile of Channeling, and on floor 2, you know, halfway through it, I'm going to take the power one, because by the time I get to floor 4, the power shrine is going to go away. In my opinion, even at the higher levels, you're probably just going to take this stuff and just go. But we're going to have to see how everything really shakes out at the higher levels. It does kind of suck that we don't get anything higher than tier 20. So it's kind of a bummer in that regard, to be able to really test strategies, because even at tier 20, we're not even in tier 2 Torment. So even though my build is completely busted, like, you can put a build together for this PTR and do tier 20 because it's not even Torment 2, and destroy it just like I'm destroying it right now. So it's really hard to test to determine strategies or fishing monsters and trying to group them up like you can in Diablo 3, because that's going to be something that is being put into Diablo 4's tower system, to where you're going to be able to actually fish monsters. So I'm not sure why we're limited to only tier 20. I'm not sure why that was suggested. But as you guys can see right here, the very last pillar, we got 3 pillars on floor 1, and we got the last pillar on floor 2. And it's going to be completely random. So you can see we got a second pillar of speed. So with 5 floors, you know, like, I don't even know if you're going to get to 5 floors. I'm not sure if you're actually going to even see 5 floors. But we maxed out the timer. It spawned the boss, and now we completed the tower run. That's it. You know, now we're all done, right? So, like, you get these bonuses, or I don't even know if they're where they're at. There you go. For the next duration, for speed, become unstoppable, unhindered when movement speed increases, which is fantastic. So you're just kind of flying around. So, but yeah, this is the tower system, guys. You know, if the devs, or if you guys are watching this video, I'll send a message to you guys, but I'm not really sure why we're limited to tier 20. We don't even, you know, we're not even, it doesn't even go to Torment 2. So I'm not sure. I think what I will do, guys, for this, for just if you guys have comments and questions, I think I'll probably get another build, level it up, and just have it be like dog shit. Like, I'll probably just use like a basic attack and try to do a tier 20 just to kind of feel what it's supposed to feel like, because I just don't know what, like, I don't know why this doesn't go to Torment 4. I don't know why. I'm not sure. But as far as how it works fine. It looks like they put enough monsters in here so where you don't even have to go to the 5th floor. So, you know, maybe the monster density is enough, so where you don't have to do that, considering that you're going to get all of your shrines before you even get to floor 3. So I'm not really sure there, but anyway, this is the tower system, guys. It's going to be really cool. I'm not sure exactly what the rewards are going to be for completing the tower runs, except for the leaderboard rankings. Like, I'm not sure, like, what the rewards are going to be besides the leaderboard. So if you guys are like ego leaderboard Andes, you know, and you just want to be rank 1, you know, etc., have fun. But In Diablo 3, you know, you did have the leaderboard aspect, but you got a bunch of very, very good rewards. You got a bunch of mythics. You got a bunch of set pieces. You got a bunch of ancient pieces. You got a bunch of the red ones. I don't even remember what they're called. The exotic ones, the super red ones, which would be equivalent to the mythic uniques in Diablo 4. So I'm not sure what the rewards are going to be for pushing however many levels of the tower they actually give us. So I do hope that they do give us some very good rewards, because if not, it's going to be very concerning for me for the tower. I know a lot of people are probably going to be interested in having fun with this because of the leaderboards and have fun with that. But if you guys remember, with the Gauntlet, we had the leaderboards, and that whole system lasted 2 weeks, and then it was dead. So, oh God, I hope to not see that with the tower. So I hope there's just some very good rewards, because the rewards from the Gauntlet before with a system like this was basically nothing. So I'm hoping that the higher rewards you go in the towers, however many levels that there is, you get to a point where, like, hey, let's say there's 150 levels of the tower. I hope that the rewards on Tower 120 are not the same rewards as Tower 20. Because that's exactly how the pit works, which is why there's absolutely zero reason to run the pit. Once you get your glyphs leveled up in the pit, to me, there's absolutely no reason to run the pit ever again. So I hope that the rewards are good. And I mean good by, like, hey, if I'm doing tower level 80, then I'm getting a bunch of greater affix items, and then if I'm doing tower 120, I'm getting all greater affix items with 2 greater affixes minimum, or 3, or like you give me 5 drops, they're all 2 greater affixes with 1 mythic that drops. I mean, the rewards really need to incentivize players to want to push the tower. Otherwise, I fear that it's going to become a mechanic just like the Gauntlet, where people are just like, yeah, okay, leaderboards, okay, done, never touching it again. So I hope that doesn't happen, but this is the tower, guys. Like the video, comment down below, let me know what you guys think. Give me some suggestions, some constructive criticism, so we can pass it on to the devs to hopefully improve these systems. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, stay gaming. See you next time. Peace.